And welcome back to the Constitutionals Podcast. I'm your host, Chad White. If you didn't know, this is the premier podcast for the website cpluscomedy.com. Like I just said, it's a website. Go there. Welcome back in. Here we are. I am not vamping, so I can pull up an email. Is it my fault for turning off the Gmail? Turning off? Well, every time I close a tab, a new one opens. And also, I'm sorry. And also, I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. Welcome back in. Let's get to it. Oh boy, this is hot. It is hot. I can see the whatchamacallits. True or false? I restarted this recording, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 times. I think it was 7. And it's mostly because I noticed the vocals were too hot, the music was too hot. I wasn't starting the audio on time. Stuff was too low. I do blame myself. And that's the problem when you work alone. This doesn't work because I enjoy what I do. But you don't have anyone else to blame. Okay, let's get into why we're here. Hey, this is episode 379.5. I have a very special, you can see by the 0.5. It means I have a very special interview for you. I sat down with the very funny and the very energetic JoAnna Ross. We spoke about her, barely, but we spoke about her new special and album, Hot 50. She's a stand-up. Ouch. Okay, I'm sorry. I hit my foot on a table. I'm standing up at the standing desk. I hit my foot on the table because I was stretching my quad, and now it hurts. And Maverick is over here. Let's get back to the promotion. I'm sorry. See, this would be the 8th time I start over, and I can't do it again. I'm sorry. This is now a part of the annals of history. That's my new autobiography, except it's pronounced a different way. Okay. Hot 50, JoAnna Ross. We spent some time together talking about this new release. I watched a bit of it. She's funny. She comes out very engaging with the audience, in a very engaging manner, rather. The audience is there. They enjoy it. Her jokes are great. And she's just a very entertaining person in general. As you can tell by this interview, we had a nice long chat. I could have spent more time with her. She's very funny and she has a lot to say. In particular, we spoke about her previous and still current work as a yoga teacher. She also hosts a pole dancing and comedy night. You heard that right. I said and a comedy. Pole dancing and. It's called Shtick Shtick a Pole in it. I called it Shtick on a Pole during the interview. And then I also referred to pole dancing as stripping. And if you don't think that I have not been thinking about that mistake, she called it out almost immediately. But if you don't think I haven't been thinking about that mistake for the past week since I spoke to her, you have another thing coming. Call Motley Crue. Is that Motley Crue? Now I have to look. You got another thing coming. That is Judas Priest. It's the same thing. It's the same genre. Anyway, in Hot 50, she covers everything from medical diagnoses and kids yoga to drug-induced abdominal muscles to wearing menopause as a badge of honor despite science slacking on it. It's great. I really enjoyed talking to her. I was going to say liked. I think I said L-I. I enjoyed talking to her. And she and her husband host this Shtick a Pole on it comedy show. It's monthly, and it's just, if you just look at the clips of her stand-up, if you just go to Shtick a Pole on its website, you can see how much fun and how gorgeous everything is. I'm trying not to sexualize the dancers. She's got merch. You can watch the whole what's it called special on YouTube. You can already get it wherever you get your comedy things. If you get your comedy things on YouTube, that's great. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music, all that stuff. JoAnna's a delight, and you should definitely check her out. There's a video version of this where you can find on youtube.com/C plus comedy. I should do this first. If you want to check out JoAnna Ross, you can follow her on Instagram at JoAnna33Ross. You can also check her out on TikTok, JoAnna Ross Comedy, I believe that's what it is. J Ross Comedy, excuse me. YouTube as well. You can watch Hot 50 on youtube.com under JoAnna Ross. You can buy the album. You can you can stream it. You can check out Stick a Pole on it. Stick a Pole in it. Have I been saying on it? God. Stick a Pole in it. A night of comedy and pole dancing. You can go to the website Stick a Pole. And I am saying shtick. Stickapole.com. They have events. I believe it's every month. Go buy tickets. Go to it. You'll have a fun time. You'll see dancing. You'll see comedy. And that is it. Now, video version on youtube.com/C plus comedy, where you can also find a video version of the other interviews I've done, as well as video versions of the other podcasts, Late Night Lately, the Late Night Show, and LinkedIn Logs, the jobs and business news podcast, as well as video versions of this regular old show, The Constitutionals. Subscribe to those shows wherever you get your podcasts. Go to cpluscomedy.com where you can see pretty much everything I've ever done. Follow us on social media at C Plus Comedy on Blue Sky, TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Me on those platforms at Chad Black White. Now, get ready for an interesting conversation with JoAnna Ross. You look great. The glasses look very cheetah printy.
Oh, thank you. I used to have red ones, but it took me a while to find something that, spoke to me.
The red ones would have matched with the Hot 50 logo. So you should have done those.
You know what? That was so two different times, and I was like, I tried to get them back. I lost them at like a coffee shop. I was so upset because I
Mm.
don't know if you like these are just readers. Like you would be a
Oh,
little blurry, but like I can't read without them. So I take them on and off a lot.
okay.
And I tried to get those red ones back. Eventually, I'll do some, I'll go buy another pair or something.
Well, it's unfortunate that you take those off a lot because I will be showing you scripts that I've written myself, and you have to read them. So do not take those off. You need to look at those.
Now I will put a strap on the back, and so I can't get them off, and I will read all of your scripts. Are they funny or are they serious? Are they dramatic? Are they
They're going to be
suspense?
serious. They're going to be so
Okay.
serious, and I need you to not. There's no joke. Okay, so
No
do not
laughter.
laugh while you're reading them. They're outlandish situations. It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm, but very dark.
Oh, oh, I love it. Let's make it
Actually,
happen. Let's make it happen.
I wanted to bring something up. I do represent. I'm a lawyer in my regular life, and I represent
Oh,
the Beyonce. And you did play her song "Run the World" at the beginning of
wait,
the special.
shut up. You are lying to me. I am like, wait, what? I've been listening to your podcast. I'm like, wait, what? Are you just a practical joker? That was really good. I'm like, oh shit. She's not gonna find out.
What if she did and
Well,
she was like cease and desist?
I mean, like, we could talk about Beyonce. I feel like she would.
Yeah, are you a Beyonce listener fan?
I'm a fan. I love her music, but I think No, wait a minute. Is it the opposite? Didn't she use a sample of someone's in her like the disco, the one with the horse?
Oh, yes,
Um,
there were like three samples, three or four like
yeah.
important samples in there.
Yeah, and something happened, like something went down where I don't know, maybe the person didn't think that they got paid enough or whatever. So
Yeah.
I feel like maybe Beyonce should hear it because maybe she needs some like good juju out there of like from the last time something happened. She'd be like, "Oh, you can use it. It's totally fine." But I don't know. What about you? Do you know anything about that, what I'm talking about, or no?
No, well, the I know the new. I listen to a lot of music, and I follow a lot of music news. The new rules for that stuff is like if Taylor Swift, like "Look What You Made Me Do," that song, it kind of interpolates all the interpolation stuff. It
Hmm.
interpolates "Right Said Fred." So a lot of times, what happens now, if they are caught after the album releases or something like that, then the people, like in terms of Right Said Fred, like they'll have to be not have to. Well, they are written as writers onto the song, and yeah, and they're given.
Oh,
I don't know if they're paid. I mean, obviously they're paid after the fact, but I don't know how much it is, and I know it's different for
right.
everybody. But I know that they are often given like written by or sampled by if someone catches them or people catch them after now because I remember what happened with
Okay.
Robin Thicke and
Oh,
Pharrell
please. I
and
was just
all of
going to
that
bring
stuff.
that up. They're like, we, I don't know. I was on cocaine the whole time. I was like, oh, like everyone knows that sample if you're on even if you're on cocaine. What are you talking about? It was so great. And then I don't know if you're a Beastie Boys fan,
I am. I
as
am.
you're, okay. Yeah. That one album, they just sampled a ton of stuff. And I feel like where the laws change, something about like the laws might have been changing at that time. So like that album might have cost the most an album has ever cost because they wanted to sample all these things. It's not
Yeah.
like the first album. I think it's like maybe like the third. I think it's the one with them in the tin can. I think. I'm not sure.
I love Beastie Boys,
The album cover.
but
Yeah.
that's what happened in the '90s, especially with hip hop, because they would just like a lot of companies, is what I was gonna say, a lot of acts would just sample. That's why De La Soul, they didn't have anything streaming for such a long time, and then as of like the last two or
Ah.
three years, they cleared those samples, and now you can listen to De La Soul.
Oh, interesting. And they sampled so many disco songs, right? Which I
Mhm.
love disco. I'm like, yeah, bring them all back. And like, so I love that. But yeah, we just I don't know if you know, we do a comedy and pole dancing show, but we just did Stevie Wonder. We always have a
Oh,
musical theme. Stevie Wonder's my favorite artist, I think, of all time, maybe him and Prince. I'm not sure which one.
yeah.
But um the girl who danced to Pastime Paradise, she didn't know that was his song, like because that's a
Really?
sample from is it wait, what did they call it?
Gangsta's
Gangster's
Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, yeah, so his is Pastime Paradise. What we know or have probably heard of Gangster's Paradise, and she's like, I had no idea that was a Stevie Wonder song, and I was
Oh
like,
my
it's
gosh.
awesome. Yeah, yeah, so it's super fun for like people to learn more about music by that.
Yeah. One of my favorite Peloton instructors, Dennis Morton, he does a class. Well, he does a class where he does like samples and stuff, and then he'll play the song that's sampled, and then he'll play the actual the song that
Original.
samples it, and it's so fun to be
Yeah.
in a class and first of all not have someone talk down to you, but also second to be to like
What?
listen to the original and then do the fun one. And also, how dare you bring up shtick on a pole? If I saw the word stripper and I saw
Oh no,
women
you
dancing,
did not.
or not
Yeah,
stripper,
no.
dancing,
Yeah,
excuse me.
I was like, you did not see that
Yeah,
word.
yeah. But oh yeah, obviously I knew if there's a woman dancing on a pole, I'm gonna be looking and seeing what's going on. Okay.
It's been around for 13 years and it's insanity and it's so fun and the dancers are unbelievable and the comics, I mean, they're unbelievable. And people are like, why does this go well together? I'm like, I don't know. Still don't know. 13 years, still don't know. I think it's just, well, I mean, I do know. It's just super fun. It's just straight up entertainment. It's not one or the other. It's not a comedy show. It's not a pole dancing show. It's just literally such a fun night out, and you are going to be blown away. I think that's why it's super fun.
Yeah, when I was reading about it, it reminds me of burlesque because that was, burlesque was a form of entertainment back in the old West, and that's how
Hmm.
it really felt like.
Yeah, I mean, I think like comics used to open up for like bands, right?
Hmm.
I feel like burlesque, there's been many variety shows, or burlesque for sure might have like a host that's like a comic, or like maybe so I would say the strip club doesn't necessarily have like anyone being like, hey, you know what she does on her days off, like, and make joke, like they would never be cracking jokes. But yes, so it's really yeah, there was a show in New York, and I'm sure many shows, but like there was like burlesque and comedy,
Hmm.
but we try to be like it's not burlesque, because the burlesque world is like huge and people understand and they know what they're getting into, and the pole dancing world is like not that at all. And mostly because like there's a pole and
Yeah.
they're on it doing an insane things, but like some, I think like, what do I want to say? Like audience and like playing people. Like the audience doesn't know the difference maybe between burlesque and pole dancing. They'll just interchange the words.
Yeah.
But once you see it, you're, because like I'm like, oh no no, I don't. I mean, not that burlesque is great. I'm just saying like this isn't it. It's like this isn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's more. It's more. I think also too, like great burlesque always has like a shtick, right? Like a
Hmm.
shtick and a thing, and pole dancing doesn't need that at all. I mean,
Right.
they just need to hold on to the pole and not, fucking
That's it.
fall.
Yeah, I think pole dancing, obviously they're two different talents, pole dancing and burlesque, but burlesque is like an all-encompassing, it can be so many different things, but you're right,
Yeah.
with pole dancing, you have to be really good at this one thing and make it look so smooth and beautiful. It's really an art form. I hate to sound like it is, but it's an art form whenever I see somebody who's fantastic at it.
Oh, first, I would definitely say that no one wants to see someone struggle to do pole dancing. No
Yeah.
one wants to see like a day one pole dancer, like, and by the way, you go, you can have like your recitals and all that kind of stuff,
Right.
and yet, like fine. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Like when you see top of the line pole dancing, you're just going to be transformed to be like, this is just dance.
Hmm.
This is just dance on an athletic level of insanity. Because really, if you can, I mean, I am a dancer from a long time ago. So I'm like, if you can dance to the song, I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like it could be a slow song, it could be a fast song. I mean, we try to be upbeat. No one wants to come to our show and hear five sad songs. That would, oh, I just snorted. That's amazing. Made myself snort. Um, and I'm such a big, like, I feel like for sure pole dancers want to dance and to like slower, not all of them, but like they want to do that heartfelt, like, like stunning, breathtaking,
Hmm.
like song. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe one gets on the show. And I'm like, no, we have, like, the audience will be like sad.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Imagine
then they're like, here comes a comic. Yeah.
a sad pole dancer dancing to the song from the end of Officer and a Gentleman, like "Love Lift Us Up Where We Belong," just like just so slow
Oh
and
my
methodical
God.
to it.
One girl, I didn't know, had just her boyfriend broke up with her,
Hmm.
and it was Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving's my favorite show ever. We usually do a musical, and like we've done Hamilton, we've done West Side Story, we've done Hedwig, and this time we were doing Saturday Night Fever, but like from the movie, and she
Okay.
was dancing to If I Can't Have You. And I didn't know that her boyfriend broke up with her. I was like, wow, you really gave it to us tonight. Like you were really, really, and the pictures, like, because sometimes we have a photographer and he's
Hmm.
always stunning. And these pictures look like she is having her guts ripped out, but in the
Oh,
best way, right? Like just like
okay.
feeling that song a little too much. But
How did that show start? If it's 13 years and you're melding these two worlds, and I assume it's as successful as ever, especially now with the advent of, well, excuse me, with social media being what it is. So how did that show like begin? Because I can't imagine putting these two things together.
ever, right? Well, we have a friend that was sick. And when she got sick and told us, she was really young and she had breast cancer. And I was just like my dad had passed away like a year before with cancer, and I was like, as soon as like she said it, because like it was had so much outpouring of like support, and I was like, here's my chance to give back. And also like I love her, and like I was like so not excited she was sick, but I wanted to help.
Right.
And so my husband had a short film called Skinja, and that is Stripper by Night, Ninja by Later that night. Look it up, watch it, it's amazing. And when we were shooting that, all these pole dancers, were in the background, and one of them was the lead, and or like second lead leads. And I worked at this pole dancing studio as a yoga teacher. My God, this story is so like ridiculous of all my worlds coming together. So I worked at this pole dancing studio. I was teaching yoga, and I was like, "Hey, will you guys do this um will you guys do this movie for us? Like, will you be background?" And they're all like, "Yes." And honestly, it's the best trailer for a movie because these pole dancers are crushing it, and they're just
Hmm.
like in the background but crushing it. So when she got sick, I was like, you know what? We're going to put all these comics that I know together and like pole dancers, and we're just going to have a marathon and raise money. And
Wow.
my husband's like, I don't think you should have a lot. Like, just like, do like, don't have an all day event. That sounds crazy. So some pole dancers said they would do it, and some of them got hurt because it's hard.
Hmm.
And so we ended up having five pole dancers and five comics. And that is even weird too, because we were supposed to have a host, this drag queen, and they didn't show up. So I
Whoa.
hosted the show. And so to this day, that's what it is. It's like either me or my husband hosts the show, five comics, five pole dancers. But again, it was supposed to be a little bit more, not like, 26 of anything. But
Yeah.
so we did the show. It was really stressful. It was really hard putting, together this whole thing. And I was like, we'll never do it again. And my husband's like, we absolutely have to do this again. It was so, like people really liked it. And I was like, and so we did it one more time at this venue on like a Tuesday in December. And I really don't know how the nightlife world works. And so after
Hmm.
we did our Tuesday in December and we still brought people out, they were like, you can do it every fourth Saturday of the month. And we're
Whoa.
like, okay. And so that's how we didn't even know what we were signing up for. We were like, okay, cool. We have a comedy show. Like we're both comics. And so it's had four venues since then.
Okay.
We've been at the venue we're at now for almost 11 years. And
Whoa.
just, yeah, yeah.
Damn.
And it's a good question about like, I think the show oddly when like I think Facebook isn't as prominent now, right?
Right.
Like yeah. So I think like we could just put up a picture and like it would go crazy just like of that. And I would say yeah, 13 years later people are still like, why don't I know about this? I'm like, I don't know. Like so people still find out about it, and it's had a lot of different like levels. Like right now we're in a place where it's like cabaret feel, where like everyone
Hmm.
has a seat, we have great lighting, a smoke machine. Who knew you needed a smoke machine? But you really want to level up your show, you get a smoke machine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you knew this. So yeah, so it yeah, 13 years later we're still kicking it.
That's so crazy. I this the my websites this whole thing has been around for 13 years as of this year, and
Oh,
I
congratulations, that's
thank you.
huge.
Thank you. Yeah, it's just me by myself. I make no money, but I still find, the energy to do it. Like I still enjoy it.
Okay.
I don't like come to these interviews and be like, "Oh, I don't know what to talk about." No, I'm excited, and I don't I don't expect it to make any money. It has helped me, land jobs because I have stuff in between the jobs. I just do this, in between the jobs and everything, or while I'm still working. I'm technically still working right now. It doesn't really matter, but uh,
You're a lawyer, of course you are. You're so
I'm a
busy.
lawyer. Yes, and it's yeah. But it's fascinating when you see somebody still do comedy or they still host a show uh, every month, and I understand that. I know the feelings that where it can get. You're on the second weekend of and you have 2 more weeks until the show starts, and you go, oh man, one person has dropped out, and I have to fill this hole. So how do I do that? I get
Yeah.
it, but like for you and your husband, and since you guys are a team working on this, do you find it easy to like continue hosting it, to continue booking it, to continue to do stand up at all while you're doing this other part of it?
Oh, great question. I think I thrive on it all.
Hmm.
Like, I, I mean, besides the fact of what you just said happens, like comics will call us the day of, and like we're in rehearsal from 5 on.
Oof.
And you're just like, you're sending out mass text messages, and I'm trying to be like, lighter and blue, lighter and blue. Okay, great. And then my husband's always like, I'll see like kerfuffle happen at the front door, and I'll go try to find what's happening.
Hmm.
And he's like, please don't go do that. Go get ready for your set. And I'm just like, what is happening? What are the tickets? Like, where are they sitting? Like, why is it, so like somehow I do okay with that. Like, but I
Yeah.
should be totally in my set mode. But sometimes if I'm also not hosting, I'm in the back doing like music, just pressing play so I can like
Right.
kind of like zone out and like, but if I'm hosting, that's a different beast. Hosting could just be like my husband and I laugh. Hosting can be like, oh, I don't want to go back up there. They hate me. Like in between, you're just like, let's just go home. I'm like, TikTok, we have a
Yeah.
steak. We have a reservation to go out to dinner. And I mean, I would say after 13 years, I don't think it really happens as much. But man, there's times I believe you were a comic. I think I heard that like were you a stand-up comic
I
before?
did stand up like minimum 4 to 5 times, and it was
Oh,
yeah.
okay, okay,
I wasn't good at it. I know it's like a muscle. You know, you keep working it out and doing different things, but I
right.
was not like there was no part of me that wanted to go, let's keep doing this because everything I did, I was just talking about this with another comedian, but like everything I did was I wanted to do very much like one note things
Oh,
where it
sorry.
just, no worries, where it just wasn't like everything was like not interconnecting, and I just wanted to
Hmm.
do essentially what felt like improv characters, but like who were also doing stand up, and it just wasn't funny at all. And also I'm not good at writing jokes, but I am good at off the cuff conversations and try and making that interesting and fun. And I keep just in case. SNL
Hmm.
wants to hire me just in case Lauren Michaels is sitting down looking for funny people.
Yeah.
I have several lists of sketches just ready to go, and they
Oh,
can
but
be
that's
as
great. So
good
you're
as
a
they need to
writer.
be. Yes, that's it. I'm a writer and nothing, and a producer and nothing else.
Why did you even try stand up? Did you want to always do it and to see what would happen, or?
Yeah, that's kind of what it was. And you know, as I continued to do this, because I only did stand up after starting C plus comedy, and that was only at like maybe like
Oh,
a 1 or 2 years in, and I did it like the last 3 times. So out of the 5 times, I did the last 3 times to get an understanding of people like you and like how the process is and how it goes because I'm just what everybody else may find boring, like you know what you may find boring about writing jokes or the process or anything like that. I find fascinating because my day job is a producer, and I just have
okay.
the like the numbers and everything,
Yeah.
and we just look at how TV is made. I love how TV and movies are made. It's
Oh,
so just
awesome.
getting behind the eyes of what you do as a comedian and as a host and someone who makes their own show. I just love that.
Yeah, well, that's awesome, first of all. I feel like that's, especially I don't think everyone should try stand up, but sometimes I think when you do, you understand like the process a little bit better of like, especially, you know, no one's trying to bomb.
Hmm.
No one, I don't think people are trying to, maybe, who knows? There's probably a comic out there trying to bomb. But yeah, I think after 13 years, I still love it. I mean, I think also too we have like this, we have somewhat of a following of like, people like to hear what's probably going on in our lives and stuff
Hmm.
like that. And then I think hosting, again, like I just said, like hosting just either can be the greatest feeling or like I don't want to be here anymore. Like
Yeah.
if they don't like you, you're just like, I have to keep going back up in between comics. You're like, oh cool, great. Hope they don't throw anything at me. But that normally doesn't happen at our show. But
Yeah.
yeah, sometimes it just feels like a really hard job.
When you were a yoga teacher, did you feel that hosting thing like before you were somebody who, or even like the performance thing? Did you feel that before you even did the stand up, or did you do stand up while you were doing yoga?
Ooh, I did it all together.
Okay.
I think ooh, I think I I think I was a yoga teacher first, but it was probably pretty close. And I think being being a performer and then being a yoga teacher, the one thing that helped was that I was okay being in front of people. Like
Right.
when I went through yoga school, whatever that is, like I feel like yeah, I just had that leg up on everyone. Like that wasn't my, like there would be people that go through our yoga program and not mine, but theirs, and
Mhm.
just feel very self-confident about being in front of people. And then you have to own, right? And then they're just
Yeah.
like, and I was like, yeah, I'm fine with that. So, and also too, I think I'm a really good teacher. And so I think what I brought to yoga, in my opinion, one of my favorite teachers that still teaches in LA where I started all this. This is going to sound so weird. I think, do you take yoga? I know you were on a yoga
Oh,
kick.
yes.
Yes.
I've been
Okay.
doing yoga for maybe since 2013. That's when I started doing
Okay.
yoga.
What kind of yoga do you do?
Just regular straight up yoga. That's it. No Bikram, no hot yoga,
Okay.
just regular straight up yoga.
Okay. So I was taught in the Anusara type yoga, which doesn't
Mhm.
exist anymore because John Friend got in trouble. They all get in trouble at the
Uh-huh.
top.
They do.
But to me, it's like, well, what do you do? Like, I can't say I don't do that. So they call it now alignment yoga. So I think with my dance background, it really helped because I didn't love yoga when I started. And I think it was more because I wasn't instructed well.
Hmm.
And I think when you're I don't know, probably an athlete or any kind of body awareness, you really need to be told what to do in yoga or you'll hurt yourself immediately.
Right.
So I think I kind of just felt more like not so good after yoga. And then I found these Anusara teachers, and I'm like, oh, what is this? I didn't even know what it was. I just happened to be in their class.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and then so I took that yoga teacher training program,
Okay.
and yeah, which was really great. And they had, you know, back then it was just like top of the line. I had like such amazing, yoga now is like a factory.
It
It's a
is.
business.
Hmm.
There's a lot of bad yoga teachers. I'll say that. I still teach online and I have a couple yoga clients, and my yoga clients are like 75 and 80. Like
I
I teach
love
a lot
it.
of yoga. Oh, it's so great. I've been with them for like 13 or 15 years.
Wow.
And I'm just, I think probably from my dance background, I'm really good at like just describing stuff. But I think also that is the training I got. It wasn't
Yeah.
like Warrior One. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing in Warrior One? Where's your hip?
Yeah.
That kind of thing. So I do like that. And yeah, I also like cracking jokes. I know you're breathing. I don't crack jokes. That's not true. I just, I just kind of see what's happening in front of me. And yeah. And oh, so wait. So my favorite teacher in LA, she's really, I hate to say this, it's going to sound really wrong and you have to take her class, but if you like taking online, but she's entertaining to me.
Hmm.
And like you're there for the show. And all of that sounds un-yoga, but man, she will be like, get your left shoulder back, Chad, right now. And she'll give you stuff that you're like, I've never even thought of online. And if you
Yeah.
were in the room with her, it'd even be better. But so I kind of feel like when I take yoga classes and it's kind of mundane and boring, I'm like, ugh. But I know that's what people go for, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I'm either liked or not liked with yoga. There's no in the middle.
Yeah.
The biggest criticism I always got was like, she talks too much.
But
She
that's
talks
great.
too, yeah, she talks too much, but she really knows what she's talking about.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I'm not there like talking about what happened in my life,
Hmm.
but I think also too, I don't like the silence, and there's always something I could be telling a student,
Yeah,
like to
yeah.
do. And I like to play Lion King music sometimes.
I would love to hear "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" while I'm going
Y-
right into
Yeah.
pro pose or something.
Yeah. What about the opening where it's like circle of life? I'm like, how
Yeah,
much more yoga can you get?
yeah,
Someone was like, can you turn that off? I'm like, absolutely not. I was like, I was a baby yoga teacher at one point, and I used to like push the line. I'm like, I also like listening to Van Halen. Like,
yeah.
like who cares? Like, and it's low enough that I can talk over it, not that loud, right? And but one time it was Lion King, and I was like, and I've already gotten, can you turn this down? Can you not? Can you not? And at that point, like I had already dealt with like people like being like that, and I whipped around so quick. I'm like, absolutely not. Other people like the Lion King, so I can't make everyone happy. Just you can get out of class. Like just
Exactly.
leave. Who
Yeah,
cares? You don't have to stay. They'll give you
yeah.
your money back. I think. I don't know.
It's yeah, I just I love that's why I love yoga in particular because it's really up to the teacher whether you like them or not. There's as I mentioned before, there's I love Peloton, I love the company, I love what they do. They have a
Oh.
lot of missteps, and there's a lot of people on that platform that I do avoid, but because I pay so
Hmm.
much for it, you can see the rower and there's a bike back there. There's a treadmill on the other side of this wall. I have
Okay.
yeah, it's just like I have critiques of it. But on this,
Yeah.
I wanted to do 100 days of yoga for 2026. And now it's April 28th and I'm still doing every single day. And so, yeah, I'm going to go and do 365. But
No. Oh
yeah,
my God.
yeah,
Amazing. Amazing.
it's so
Amazing.
fantastic. I have a wedding in a couple of weeks. And so I'm going to be doing yoga like,
Yeah,
before
you're
the
like, how
wedding
do
day.
I get you're like,
But
hey, enough with the vows. Like, let's go. I got my yoga class to do.
exactly. But it's but with this, I'm doing Peloton. I also have TRX and some other apps and everything. So I'm doing all of this yoga at home, and I'm learning, who and what I like more so than the stuff that I've done in the past like 13 or so years. And for this, and last year it took me. I do not like doing Warrior One. I hate it. My hips don't work that way because I work out. I do weights a lot.
Hmm.
I'm just very stiff, so I'm trying to open up that mobility. But man, lunges and Warrior One are the worst thing for me. It pisses me off
Oh,
when they're like hit Warrior One. I'm like, can't we do two? Let me go to three. Let me do something else.
oh, you want to do three more than one? I
Yes.
hate three. I hate three. But I'm going to tell you two things. One, I'm sending you two links to take. I'll send you my link if you want to take yoga. But also, this girl Jenny, she teaches far more online. Like you could, get up good practice in.
Okay.
Um, But I will say as a yoga teacher that the stuff that you hate Warrior One, is going to unlock all of your problems.
I know. I know.
I just want to say it. We can move on now. We can move on. I said my piece. But
You're right. You're right. Because I still do it. I still do the stuff that I do not like. When we do
mm,
Fallen Warrior or anything along those lines, I
what
love
is
goddess
Fallen
pose.
Warrior? What's Fallen Warrior?
Oh man, I see. And now I'm teaching you. It's because I've been doing 100+ days of yoga. I just know
Right.
so much now.
Well,
It's
people make stuff up. I'm like, that is not a pose. Yeah.
They do. But what helps is the talking. The talking is very important. I would
Yeah.
rather have talking because there are moments where we get into something where we're bending and I don't know what I'm doing and I can't look at the screen.
Hmm. Well, I'll tell you too. Well, here, I've already told you like 14 things. I'm like, let me tell you something else. If a yoga, okay, I can't, yoga, come after me. What are they going to do? If a teacher is doing yoga with you, get out. They
Mm,
should never be doing yoga with you. If they have to demonstrate something, that's something different, but they
yeah.
probably should demonstrate it on someone else so they can keep talking. But, whatever. And then the other thing is, I'm only saying this because I've now told two of my students in the last, 2 days. I'm trying to tell my students to empower them. A lot of them have like, just like little aches and pains. They're getting a little older. And I was like, you know what? You know best. I don't know best. You know best. If something feels like you shouldn't do it, you tell me. That's fine. I'm going to look at your alignment and be like, hey, there's nothing else I can tell you. I think it looks good, but what does it feel like? And if you feel like you were going to hurt yourself, you shouldn't do it. And just,
Mm.
whatever it's with me or someone else. Most of my students don't take with anyone else because they are older, which I'm like, what class can they take at 80? There's no
Yeah.
class. Like no one's like teaching older people. But anyway, so I think when you were talking about Peloton, I bet you do know. You're like, this isn't, I don't like it for a reason. Like, I don't
Hmm.
like them for a reason. Like, whatever that is. I mean, I feel like I don't think you have to be the a professional on any of these things to know, like, hey, that doesn't feel right. I
Yeah.
think I think a lot of people don't give themselves that power. They're
Yeah.
like, really, really, and if obviously you're working out and doing so many different types of things, you do know what it feels like to feel good and not good, or hey, I'm going to hurt myself. And if
Yeah.
you don't, you need to slow down and know. So, because you should never be doing a class of any kind not knowing how you feel, right?
Exactly.
Like you would just keep getting hurt because you would probably overdo it all the time.
Yeah. What if there was a not a yoga teacher for stand up? While you're doing stand up, they stop you and go, "Okay, now that tag. Why don't we work out something a little bit different?"
Oh, I would be critiquing it. I can't do that class. I'd be like, that's not funny. That's not funny. Don't tell me that, right? I'd be like, I'm already critiquing the class enough, right? When COVID happened and my teacher went online, I was like, oh, I can now have the best and I don't have to go keep searching for something. Also, too, a lot of New York, probably like everywhere, is vinyasa. And I'm like, oh, I don't move fast like that. I'll
Right.
catch you on the twos and the fours. Like I'll catch up at the next sun salutation. Like yeah, I'm not moving fast. I will work really hard, but I don't, yeah, yeah. So I would say vinyasa is so prevalent everywhere. And I think also too, like I worked a lot in the gyms, and I
Hmm.
think they just like, with the gym mentality of like work harder, work faster, sweat, sweat, sweat. So everything's vinyasa. And I'm just like, none of these people, when I walk into that class, I'm just like, you guys don't even know what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
what is happening? And I'm talking about the students. I'm like, and they're loving it. And I'm just like, so sometimes I'd sub those classes and I'd be like, okay, let's start from the beginning, but also I have to somehow make this go fast. So it's like,
Hmm.
I'm just talking the whole time, just so hopefully someone realizes they're going to hurt themselves, right? Like, don't
Yeah.
hyperextend, don't do that, don't do that. Yeah. So
Do you
I think
ever while you're doing yoga or while you're teaching, do you ever come up with a joke and then you go, "Oh, I have to write that down immediately," and it's got to be good.
Oh, I don't think I have, but
Hmm.
if that did happen, I would have to get my wait as a teacher, like
Yeah. Have you ever thought of a
yeah,
joke and
I
it's like,
could I could never write it down.
"Oh,
I I don't think I could, right? Like it'd be like, hold on, everybody. Oh no, so now I'd have to put my glasses on and it would be a whole ordeal because I can't see on my phone. That's for sure. I cannot see on my phone.
oh wow."
And yeah, so I'd be like, if I even tried to type a joke, it would be like not even spell correct could even help me out. It'd be like, but I do when I teach my clients, sometimes I'm like, hey, I need to write this down. But usually it's like call Chad or email Chad back or
Right.
something like that. But oh gosh, I feel like I forget everything. So I really would have to be like keep it in my brain till I left to write it down. Because I mean, of course you think of things just like, oh, that would be a good premise or something. Uh, but I probably would also say like if something happened that was funny in class, I probably would have to kind of think about it to how it ends up on the stage, if that makes sense. Like
Right.
and then I don't think I've ever been like in a yoga class being like, oh, I know how to end that joke. Like I feel like I'm so focused on the students, like I don't think comedy's even. And again, I feel like there's so much energy I'm bringing to class, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
so I feel like, yeah, yeah, I feel like, but I'm sure I've said things that I'm like, oh, that'd be a funny joke. But, again, I got to figure that out. Also, one of my bosses wanted me to do yuck yuck yoga. And I was like, no, I'm not
No.
yucking it up in the middle. I
Uh-uh.
mean, yeah, she was like, come on. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't think I could imagine. I mean, again, like you were saying,
Uh-uh.
like I'm just telling a joke in the middle. You're like, I need to get out of Warrior One. Shut up.
Yeah, that would distract me to no end, and I would not enjoy it whatsoever.
Yeah, I think that yeah, but it was Equinox and they're just was it Equinox at the time? I think they're just trying, right? They're just trying to get, marketing. I don't know.
Aren't we all?
Yeah,
JoAnna,
yeah.
this is like you were. This is marketing for Hot 50. This is marketing for stick on a pole, stick a pole in it. This is
Stick a pole in it.
marketing for you in general. And I mean, it's been a delight. You display the same energy that I saw in the special. I watched approximately 20 minutes of it, and I'm gonna go
Oh,
back and
thank
watch the
you.
rest. But you display that same energy that in this interview that you did on stage, and I'm so glad I was able to sit down with you. You are fantastic. I knew when I got that email, I was like, God damn it, I got to talk to Joanna.
Shut up. Really? That is
Yeah,
so nice of you to say.
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I really appreciate you think I bring the energy because I feel like why not, right?
yeah.
Like what's the stage for?
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's many things we can say about that, but yeah, I feel like yeah, all for Hot 50.
All for Hot 50. Well, thank you so much. I don't want to take up too much more of your time. This has
Oh, this has
been
been
great.
wonderful.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Chad. Have a great rest of your evening.
You as well. Bye.
Bye.